Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Shout out to our radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indie 101.5. Tonight's show is powered by Live Long Health, Paris Ice Bar, Copajn Vodka, Fiya Infusions, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Be sure to tap in with us every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, honey, and don't forget, the MzMetchi Show comes on every Monday at 11 a.m. It's showtime. Let's get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news, that's new news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Hey, y'all. Turn up one time. I want to come and slide in tonight on y'all. I have to give it a spin on the show real quick. First off, that's a whole vibe. Okay, that is Cartier Lens by my special guest tonight, Crypto Dex. Okay, you know we have to just kind of come and slide in the same way that he slid on the beat. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. It's your girl MzMetchi. Happy Thursday, wherever you are. Okay, it's been a lot of stuff going on. I'm glad we can get together and congregate tonight. Now, if you haven't already, make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. Remember, look, I'm going to follow you back. I'm here to support you and everything that you have going on. If you all like that song, that was Cartier Lens by Crypto Dex. My special guest, he's in our virtual backstage tonight. I'm super, super excited to bring him on because let me tell you, this is an interview that's been a long time coming. And I'm excited for you all to meet him and then also add him onto your playlist. Okay, he's available. That song is available anywhere that you listen to your favorite tunes. Same way as the Blueprint Live, okay? If you miss any of tonight's show, you can always catch the replay anywhere that you listen to your favorite shows. Me personally, I'm a Spotify girly, but wherever you listen is wherever we have it for you. Now, I'm going to remind you to drop your businesses in the comments. Remember, someone needs what you have to offer, and I love to connect with new people every week. So drop your drop your business, your book, your event. If you have something coming up that you need the community to be a part of, we're here for you. Go ahead and do that. Now, of course, shout out to my amazing sponsors because without them, I could not bring you all the dope guests that I do every week. So shout out to Live Long Health, Copajn Vodka, Pretty Curvy Savage, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. Everyone that I mentioned on tonight's broadcast, they will be hyperlinked right after the show wraps up on Facebook and YouTube. So I encourage you all to just take a few seconds out of your day to go and follow them, subscribe to their YouTube channels. Remember, we do a lot of we support over here for real. So once we log off tonight, make sure that you go and give everyone that I mentioned tonight a quick follow. Now, as I mentioned, there's a lot of things that's going on in the world right now. So I just want us to catch up. I could not even narrow tonight's topic down to one thing or the other. So we got to talk about all of it. So stick around for later on for tonight's topic of the night. it's gonna be heavy, but y'all know how we do. We like to lift it up. We like to keep it light. We like to keep it light. Now, my special guest tonight, I want to go ahead and get it prepared. Okay, Crypto Dex, we have, I cannot even remember the exact time of when we connected, but we've been connected for a while, and it's been really nice. Y'all know I see so many different artists, and I get music from a little bit of everyone, so I try to keep up. But let me tell you, Crypto Dex has been making some noise. Okay, his song that we just heard, okay, is already playing in Chicago on the mainstream radio, honey. The FM. You could clock right in your car, okay, honey, your boombox at the gig, and his song is streaming now. So I'm really been excited to watch his journey and now to introduce him to you all. So Crypto Dex, if you ready, let me get a thumbs up. If you good to go, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in. I want to introduce you all to my special guest for tonight, Crypto Dex. Hey, hey.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just feeling great. Just feeling fine.
Yes. Look, we happy to have you in the building tonight. I was telling them that it's been long overdue, friend.
Absolutely. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, of course. So look, I was sharing that your song Cartier Lens that we just played tonight. You had just shared with me that it's been on the airwaves, we've been hearing it. So before we kind of jump into what's going on musically now, I always love to take my listeners on just a journey. So can you talk to us about the early days of Crypto Dex in music?
Yeah, straight up. Okay, cool. So my original rap name artist go by DTL, right? So yeah, 579. You know what I'm saying? Zescally Untouched, all that good stuff. So that's where we started from.
Okay.
Again, just self-producing ourselves, recording, learning everything ourselves, promoting.
Yeah.
And then, around 2019/2020, I was blessed with these young gentlemen that came around me with Skull Lives. That's Twine 2 times, Tazo, Cuddy, Bravo, you know what I'm saying? Rizzy 2 times, Virus, to name a few. And ever since, you know what I'm saying, we just been locking in with each other. We built a family, built the whole production team.
Okay.
So those gentlemen been behind me with that. And then about a year or so ago, a little bit extra more change with that. I've linked up with a collective called Swim Team.
Okay.
And we've been doing the Own the City shows, and we've been getting all type of like production companies coming out, all type of variety of artists, and making a name for ourselves and things like that. So it's been a good journey with that as well.
Okay.
Shout out to the team over there. Name a few. Got Health. He's the one that started it. Got Young Mechi. Got 9300 Baby, which he got Fusion Radio.
Okay.
He runs that. Got Cooley, Monty, Z Honey. So risky visuals, which is Extendo, and you know what I'm saying, and Sacked Up. So it's a lot of us. If I missed anybody, apologize. You know what I'm saying.
You know how it is when you start going off the names, Dex. They like you forgot about me. I'm like, my mind, I couldn't remember.
For sure. So it's been a journey. Everything's been a blessing.
Yeah.
Quick look, side shout out. You got I Am Low, got LA the God with One Up.
Okay.
Faster Man. It's just a lot of us. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So God has put me around so much amount of amazing people.
Yeah.
And we just been building off each other, sharing knowledge, and just scaling off the business with each other.
Do you mind taking a question from in the comments? Because this was actually where I wanted to go to. So David asks, what made you get into the rap game initially? So even back then.
It's my favorite thing to talk about, right? So my grandparents, they had a gospel group called Willie Harris Gospel Singer. And we was kind of forced to be around it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had like there was a lot of grandkids. So they had choose one of us to go on the road with them. And when we go on the road, we had to watch our little cousin help pack up all the like equipment in the back of the truck. And then we'll drive to each state. So say, for instance, we coming from Chicago and we might happen to drive to Nebraska. So when I'm driving to Nebraska with my grandparents, it's
Mhm.
like now I'm at the hotel, and then they might bring my cousin, Tech. Shout out to Tech. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was really good at selling, so they wanted to bring him mostly because he'd be at the table selling the shirts and the CDs and things like that.
Okay. Look, we love the good merchandise now.
But I just sat back and watched like how my grandparents actually ran a real gospel group. They was on the Bobby Jones show on BET.
Okay.
They recorded all their albums out in Canada. They was like really signed to a real label and stuff like that. And that's when I noticed that like how much I really love music.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed how grimy music can get because I seen them dealing with stuff as a gospel group, and I'm like, they singing to God. Why is y'all messing with their money?
Exactly. Exact.
You got to
No.
keep your eyes on certain people, and you got to be able to
Yeah.
do your own business a certain way, and you got to have like-minded people with you to do those kind of business deals. Because if you don't, when money get involved, you just don't know who is who until you feel what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you just
Until it's
gotta,
too late.
hey, so it's always a blessing to surround yourself with like-minded people and people that you can actually build with.
That's right. And and along with that question, because look, I love it. David and I, we are on the same page here. But when you think about, everything that you saw kind of leading up to before you became an artist, and then before you made your transition to crypto Dex, how did some of those early days shape the artist that you are today?
The early days was just being relentless, just going, just head first without even thinking about like what I'm doing. Just
Yeah.
testing the waters and start. I felt like I was ahead of my time. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
kind of music that I've been making, like before the years, it was just like maybe people wasn't making that type of music, and then like over the years, I started catching this is what they doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now it's not about who did it first; it's who made it hot. It's one of those
Yeah.
things. So um, I know a lot of y'all took. Hey, it is what it is. I wrote the playbook. I'm gonna continuously write the playbook, and I'm always gonna be ahead of the game because I am crypto Dex. You know what's going on.
Okay. Now look, we got, little birdie told me you known as the Bitcoin bully out here in the streets. Can we talk about that?
Oh
Let
yeah.
let walk me through that tonight.
Well, just give you a little brief of what's going on behind that. Shout out to my team. You know what I'm saying? I got a team that we doing stocks together. We
Okay.
sharing information. We doing. I'm more so the cryptocurrency guy, so I'm able to more share that information with them. The Skulls, they been there with me since the beginning of
Yeah.
that. So we dropped the album called Crypto and Friends and kind of giving people information about what's going on with
Okay.
that space. Um, and my thing about it is understanding that like, how money works. You know what I'm saying? Money is
Mhm.
one of those things that is it's a tool,
That's right.
and of course we all need to go work for our money, but at some point we have to make our money work for us.
100%.
So that's what that comes in at. And Bitcoin bully because I'm just a bully. Y'all know y'all can't mess with me. I got to keep the profanity
Come
down.
on.
But
Look. I know what you meant though. I know
you know,
exactly what you mean.
I pop it. They know what's going on. Love and
Yeah.
respect to everything. Nobody's bigger than the program. I'm just confident in who I am, and you should be too.
Dex, real quick with the because I know we're talking about the music tonight, but I love the fact that it's you do multiple things. So can you kind of speak a little bit to someone that may be watching that may be a little bit reluctant as far as with like cryptocurrency, or maybe what are some beginner things that they could do to get their feet wet if they're still a little bit uncomfortable with it? So, it's such a newer type of thing. So I kind of want to hear from the insiders.
So you need to understand the difference between a decentralized exchange and a centralized exchange, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you an example. Like the U.S. dollar is a centralized exchange. It's something that it's tangible. It's something that you can use for currency.
Correct.
And then you got a decentralized exchange, which is considered as a crypto wallet, a
O-
DEX. That's what
Okay.
they call it. You know what I'm saying? So and those some place like Uniswipe. Uh, we can even put Ethereum in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Dogecoin. But
Okay.
you know what I'm
Like
saying?
the
But
ones that we've heard like out
yeah.
in the public.
So
Okay.
those are the ones that you can use to actually like what Dex is like you use those to help like transition your money. So if you want to, convert your money, you're like, okay, I made this much in crypto, and let's say I stay in somewhere in Japan or something like that. So I want to convert my crypto over into yens and then bring it over to my bank account. So this is how you cut the government out and you get your money and you make your money, because originally crypto was created from the dark web where people were just doing devious things. So
Yeah.
if people that know about the dark web, if you don't, I'm gonna give you a quick little. You go on the dark web.
Look, school the people, Dex. Let them know.
Right. If you're on the dark web, you're doing something you ain't got no business doing, or whatever business that you is doing. The only way that you can actually make a transaction is doing a cryptocurrency. Typically, it started off with Bitcoin.
Okay.
So Bitcoin is one of the things that's saying, hey, if I want to go buy some information that I want to go use and go do something with it, I would go on the dark web. I would use that Bitcoin. I would buy that, and then I would take that information and go do something, whatever I need to go do.
Okay.
I wouldn't advise you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying.
Right. Like this is for informational purposes only. Use at your discretion.
Yeah, but like things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. It's pretty interesting how cryptocurrency evolved and how it started off with. Like, it's a story back when someone needed to get some pizza and somebody paid somebody in like 100 Bitcoins for some pizza. And that person now got them 100 coins, and the Bitcoin right now is like at 70,000. So you do 70,000 times 100, that person is extremely well off, and he had no idea.
Yeah. At what was going on. And look, and I'll tell you what, Dex, I'll tell you a funny story. So I used to, by day, I'm in property management, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a former property that I used to work for, apparently there was a company that they were advertising that they had a crypto ATM at the location. It was not, okay, that's in hindsight, it was not. But when I tell you, those people would come up there going crazy about their crypto cash. Okay. They're like, look, I'm trying to cash out right now. Do you know where another one is? So it's I think that from that moment, because that was a few years ago, it's just so much more popular and people are really, really into it now. So I love the fact that you shared that information. So, if anybody is tuning in.
I mean, it get really intricate with the crypto. You could go buy property, like literally like crypto property. Like you can literally like go, it's a website where you can go and it's all virtual and stuff. And say like wherever you live, you say you live on 100 South Main Street. Yeah. You actually have that street on this crypto website and you can buy it and own it, but it's all virtual. It's kind of weird, but you really can make money from it and people want to buy it from you now. Yeah.
Look, I'm learning some things too, because I'm not gonna lie, some stuff, if I don't like 100% understand it, I'm like this. Well, I'm like, it's just not for me. But it does. It sounds interesting, and it's always been around. It's much more accessible now than it was when it first was introduced.
Yeah, absolutely, and I advise everybody to do it. Once again, right now, the crypto space is kind of like when the internet first came out. Everybody knew the internet was there. You had people utilizing it for whatever, just to do it, because they were bored. But at some point in life, it became the main thing. Like now, you can't do nothing without internet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's merely impossible. I mean, you can, but now you kind of living in the 1900s.
Right, like please don't mess around and have dial up in 2026. That's a problem.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? But hey, that was the first internet, and people didn't care about it. It was like, the internet's the internet, and that's how cryptocurrency is right now. And especially, let's just go ahead and just take a quick little curveball on the shelf, especially what's going on in today's world right now with the whole war, all that stuff. And what they trying to do, they're trying to attack the US dollar. And what's going to essentially maybe happen is that if they attack certain things into our money, the stock market will significantly go down. The money will be worth nothing. And now it's going to convert over into what? A centralized exchange. So everything is going to be coming to crypto eventually. And that's why all the banks, the bank that you bank with, your credit lines or whatever you're doing,
they ask if you want to buy it.
They already bought into it. So, because they already know they the first ones to get their hands into it. So when it becomes converted over into it, now they better put certain regulations on it. Because right now there's no regulations. You only can be taxed through the actual the central axis change, or the central axis change, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, which is like a big crypto.com, uh, uh,
I know like Robin Hood has it too.
Robinhood,
Yeah.
those things. So by those being their own platform, they can put like some little taxes on to like whatever they need,
Yeah.
fees, that's what they call it.
That's
But
exactly it.
essentially, the crypto is not government regulated. So that's what they're trying to fight for eventually. And that's what they call a new world order, a new regime.
Okay.
So I say you get
You
in
better
tune if
be
they're
on
the
here
ones
dropping
that's
some
already in.
knowledge. Yeah, you better be dropping some knowledge for the people because it is one of those things that it's like if you don't hear about it, or you don't know too much about it, you don't know the transitions of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But look, I feel like this. Let's get back to the music. Now, something interesting that you said is that you don't gamble, but you position yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to because to me, I feel like that sounds like some business and some coaching, but I wanted to know how that particular mantra applies to your work that you do with your music.
Well, let me reverse engineer what you said, right? I'm gonna play a little bit of that. Right. So everything that we do is a gamble, right? You go, say you get up, go to your day job every day. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they can fire you at will, or you stock market or whatever you do to make money, right? Everything is a gamble. So
Yeah,
as right now, why not take a gamble within yourself? You know what I'm
that's right.
saying?
That's right.
So hey, you rather get 1,000 no's and then you get that finally get that one yes. Hey, now you put yourself in position. But basically, to
Okay.
answer your question, it's just being strategic about how you doing. Again, surrounding yourself around like-minded people, um, and sharing the information, because that's the biggest thing. You know, one thing about me, and anybody can tell you, like, I don't mind sharing the information. I'm not one of those gatekeepers and act like, oh, I know
Yeah,
this
like
and
I
I don't
don't
want you to
know.
know that because
Yeah.
I'm afraid you go get ahead of me. Because guess what? It's enough for all of us. I'm already anointed. God gonna bless me regardless. So it don't matter. You feel what
That's
I'm
right.
saying? Like I can give you all the information I got, but you're not me. And I want
Yeah,
you to do good. So that's why I'm giving you the information. So
that's right. That's right.
that's how it is with me.
I love that. I love that. Now, we did have a couple questions, but before I go into David, because David said he's a fan, Dex. He said he's a fan.
So
So,
big on the
um,
skull.
but I told you before we came on, I'm like, I always make my guests pick a favorite. So, one thing that I noticed as I was kind of going through your catalog of music before tonight's show is that you've definitely had some songs, of course, like with your collective, a lot of the people that you named earlier
Mhm.
in the show. So I wanted to know, as far as for your songs that you've done in collaboration with other artists, which one has been the favorite of those? Or you can give me, and I'll tell you what, I know that's a hard one because you've done a lot. I'll give you top three.
Top three, huh? Uh Man, I got some songs with an artist named Calabata Grinder.
Okay.
Um, really good artist, man. Like I think that guy is like one of the like top rappers that I ever met. Like as far as just intricate work. You
Yeah.
got Calabar. I am low. Yeah,
Okay.
I am low. Got to get in tune with her. Really fucking dope. Oh, really dope artist. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister
That's
right
okay.
there.
It's gonna be a beep.
Yeah,
You're
you see
good. You're good.
how like you know what I'm saying. I was really serious about that.
Yeah.
I mean, so many artists. Shout out Astro Stacks. I want to give her a big shout out. Health Banks. I got nice songs with him.
Okay.
Uh, so you know, with my
Yeah.
collective, we still working on getting music put together and stuff. Oh, Young Nietzsche, right? Young Nietzsche. Shout out to Young Nietzsche, right? He's with the swim team. He's part of
Okay.
the crew, and he was just nominated for with the 312 awards for greatest newest artist of the year and best album of the year. And I was actually had the honor to be on that album.
That's
So
awesome.
and me and him been working
Congratulations.
with each other, knowing each other for quite a long time, and we was blessed to get into this collective together, and we finally got a song. And I just think it's ironic when I finally got the song with him that like he was able to make this kind of like you know conglomerate light for himself, and it was
Yeah.
just an honor for me to be a part of that. I have nothing to do with that. It's just a blessing. So that's one of the biggest ones I want to say so far right now. I mean, there's so many more I could think of, but
I know. Look, you low key, you would need like a top 10 because I'm like the catalog is long, so I know that we would have to we'll have to
Shea
have you.
Moolah too. I gotta go with Big Moolah in the building too. So that's
Okay.
another one too. So I gotta give her a big shout out.
Okay.
So yeah, there we go.
I love it. I love it. Now, but before we get ready to close out, I think that is very, very important to mention. Like, you also have your own. Like we talked about the entertainment group, but you're the co-founder for another group. Can you give us a little bit of information because we want to support all things that Dex is doing?
Yes, go life forever, right? So
Yeah.
I like to use the word co-founder because you let them tell it. They call me CEO, and I don't like having no not like type of names for that. You feel what I'm saying? But
Okay.
if it wasn't for them putting his name together and all that stuff and just kind of like building a team and then, just letting me be a leader, because I always tell them a great leader know when to lead, know when to follow. So nobody is the leader, is about who's leading the situation.
Yeah.
So we all the founders. I like to call myself a co-founder, and that's basically how that goes. Good peoples, you know what I'm saying? Very young, some young men, but by them being under me, you know what I'm saying? Or not under me, but as far as like
Yeah.
my knowledge of giving them, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? I've been able to just like show them certain ways of how to maneuver in life, and by them being considered as YNs, they not your typical ones. Got their
Yeah.
head on their shoulder. None of them been to prison. I mean, they ain't like nothing to be messed with. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like they don't
They're
want.
very smart young men. Exactly.
Yeah.
They very respectful to their elders. They know how to go out and go make money and go make an
Yeah.
education for themselves. And then also, just ensuring that we all putting our paperwork together as far as like having our ASCAPs, having our distributions together, making sure we doing splits together, and just
That's right.
being quite very honest and just scaling off with each other. So it's always been a blessing to build that with the team. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's it's grateful.
That's amazing. And I as an artist, you of course, like the things that you've shared with us, we know that you have your affairs and everything in order. And that's an awesome thing. And I want to know if you can just give, maybe just a quick word to anyone about the importance of ownership and making sure that you have your ducks in a row when it comes to the music industry.
Here's the thing with ownership, right? Uh, I'm okay with owning 100% of the company, but let's say you split this company with amongst some like-minded people, and you
Hmm.
say by you owning this company yourself, you're only gonna make 20,000. But if you got 10 to 15 or 20% of this company, and y'all scale off 10 million a year, and I'm getting 20% of 10 million a year versus I only made $1 million in 5 years by me being a single owner, which one you rather be?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
always good to build a team and build with something, and nobody's thinking they bigger than the program. Hey, I want 50, y'all get 10%. I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of work I'm not into. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, as far as an investment goes, but if we talking about running a company, I'm gonna go all the way in. So I need this to be equal as far as ownership.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, with music and in your projects and everything that you have going on, what's next? Like how can what can we look out for and how can we support you?
All right, so right now I'm on a rollout with a song called Crypto Dex, You know what I'm saying? So right now I got that rolling out. I gave him 3?26, so it's dropping this month.
Okay.
Right now I'm just been doing the promo right now and just sitting down with great people like yourself,
Thank you.
speaking about the music, the art. About to get a video done with it, Risky Visuals. Shout out to them.
Okay.
Um, Roll out the song, and we go get that joint back on the radio. We go keep the radio rolling.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Shout
It's
out
about
to
to
my
be hot this
manager.
summer, Dex. We outside.
I got to give a huge big shout out to my manager, Casey Mubu. You know what I'm saying? She's been nothing but wonderful, been having my back through my whole journey. You know what I'm saying? She's been there with me, and She's a real businesswoman, and she has no business like having to be there with me for music because she got so much more going on that she make money from. And the fact that she spend that time and put that vision into me as well is very grateful. So I got to give a big honorable shout out to Casey Boo Boo. And you know what's going on, man. Go Life, swim team, you know what I'm saying? EGFS 79 Actually Out Touch. Yeah, that's us.
Okay, come on. Look, I'm loving it. We need a tagline, okay? So, Dex, before you leave, can you just I know that we share how we can support, but can you let everyone know how they can follow you as well as subscribe on your YouTube as well?
Absolutely. So on Instagram is Dexter Dtl Beats. You can type in Crypto Dex, it'll pop up. I do produce and engineer as well. So for those artists that need that, Facebook is Dexter Dtl Grant. TikTok Crypto Dex. YouTube Dexter Dtl Beats with a Z at the end. So with the Z at the end for Instagram as well. So and Crypto Dex screaming everywhere. I'm finna have a surprise for y'all with this Bitcoin bully that's about to drop right now. We finna roll out the You Know song. I'm very excited for that. And
I need in on the list before it go out to the public. I'm just putting in a bid. I'm putting in my request.
yes, ma'am, I got you. I'll make sure I do that. You know,
For sure.
I get you a radio edit version over to you as well, so you can spin that. It's definitely a dope song. I like to call it anxiety music. When you listen to it, it gives you like high energy anxiety, like before you about to fight or before you about to go lift some weights or go in the gym. You just hear it and your anxiety go up in a good way. Like that's what I'm bringing to you.
That's right. David has a lot. He had a lot of questions for you. But look, before you leave, because I know we just wrapped up. He said, "Do you produce R&B for R&B artists?"
Yeah, I got as far as the production team, shout out to Jay Sway.
Okay.
Jay Sway, he's one of the R&B artists that I closely work with, and he specializes in R&B production. I also make R&B productions as well too. Specifically, I made some for I Am Low, the artist I was talking about.
Okay.
My sister. But if you really want like some really intricate beats as far as R&B, I could get you in tune with them. We not hitting you upside the head with the prices. Guess what? We all still trying to do what I need we to do, and we don't know who you are. So if I'm telling you, give me $1 million for this beat, when I can sell it to you for like $50 or something like that, as long as we're doing the paperwork together or something, I don't know what you're gonna do with this product. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
that's
it's
real.
not about me trying to hit you upside the head to get the money now, and then I mess up a relationship because I'm being greedy in the process. So I say I strongly advise you, David, to hit me up on Instagram. Once again, Dexter Dtl Beats. And that's Dexter Dtl Beats with a Z at the end. Inbox me. I'll make sure I lead you to the direction you need to be. Get you in tune with our production team. We'll get you together, man. Go Life forever.
100%. Well, I'm so glad that it had been a long time coming, but I'm so glad that you came on to talk with me tonight, Dex. This was a really good conversation. Thank you.
No, thank you for having me, and it's a very pleasure. Thank you. Hopefully I see you again when the album drop, and we're gonna talk about what's going on in the scenes after that.
Of course. Well, look, you have a good one, and look, don't be a stranger now. You got to come back and see me when all the projects come out and bring some of your artists.
Oh, I will. In fact, I will. I'm gonna make sure I get you in tune with the swim team, get you in tune with the Go Life, get you in tune with I Am Low, Jace, with everybody.
It's a whole camp of y'all. So look, we gotta know everybody. I love it.
Yeah, you are now rocking with the Chicago Wu-Tang Crypto Dex. You know what's going on. Skull.
Yes. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. Oh my goodness. See, I told y'all that we was gonna enjoy it. Yes, David, I agree. Love the interview. He was awesome. He was absolutely awesome. Look, I'm gonna keep his information up here at the bottom while we take a quick break. So if you all haven't already, take a quick moment, go and follow. Y'all know how we do it over here. Go ahead and do that. And I need you to get your tickets to the Link the Lit brunch.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the Link the Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MzMetchi in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Okay.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and you already know it's time for Hate It and Love It. If you all missed any of my interview tonight with Crypto Dex, I have his information here at the bottom. We'll leave that up for tonight's Hate It and Love It segment. Y'all make sure that y'all go and follow him and support his music. Now, what y'all talking about in these comments before we hop in? Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Crypto Dex, for coming on. For sure. For sure. Anytime. You make sure you come back and see us. Now, look, this week's Hate It and Love It. I went back and forth before I came on to, like figure out, do I want to start with the Hate It or the Love It? But I'm gonna start with the Hated It. We're gonna build it up. So I'll start off with a Hated It. And my Hated It is kind of, it's a little bit broad, but I've dealt with some situations personally. I've talked to close friends and family members that are we're all simultaneously, we've been dealing with this thing that I'm going to share with you all. But, we talk a lot about being a village, and having a village. Like, I want my village. And y'all know I brag on my village over here. But I think my Hated It for this week has to be the fact that there are those that are out in the world that want a strong village, but they don't know how to properly be a villager. Let me break it down for you. Okay. These are the people that whenever something is going on, be it good, bad, or indifferent, you are needed. You show up for these people. You are their village, right? You are the ones that they can turn to, the dependable ones, reliable, whatever word you want to fit there. You're there. And, but when you find that yourself as the villager and you're showing up as, to be a part of the village, that when you find yourself in need, where's the village? Specifically the ones that probably relied on you the most. That's got to be the Hated It for me. I've definitely dealt with it before, where it's just, I talked about last week how we show up and we do all of these things, and it's just like it's oftentimes not really returned. And I think that the struggle for me with that is because it's just like God gave me a helping heart. He did. He just like, help, do what you can. And he gave me bandwidth. He gave me capacity. And I'm thankful for that. But I found a lot of times that I expended a lot of those efforts or a lot of that energy and those things, and it rarely ever came back from the ones that needed it the most. And when I tell you, it's just, it's like sometimes, y'all know we don't blast on the Blueprint Live, but sometimes I just be wanting to tell y'all, like, these MFers got me messed up. They got me messed up. I think probably the craziest thing is just like y'all know how I rally behind my people, especially like my business folks, the artists, like anybody that I'm really in tune with. I will promote you. I celebrate your wins with you. Love y'all down, right? And in this particular season that I've been in, there's been some, the tides are finally coming in. And I found that it's been very quiet, very mute, very as if this does not matter to people, that it's just like you've been uplifted and encouraged during your times. I'm learning discernment of where to give the energy to, and maybe who in the village where it's just like, okay, you didn't receive enough help. We ain't got no more. We not be in the village right now. You on village timeout. I'm learning that. If you want a village around you to show up for you, to celebrate you, to help you, to move things forward, be it in your presence or in your absence, you have to also be a villager. So take that for what you will. So that's the hated it. I figured I'd just kick it off there because I know that that's what's been on my heart. I found myself, because y'all know MzMetchi is a little confrontational. So I found myself, I'm just like, hey, like, are you really a part of the village? Like, are you really a part of the village? Or are we posing? Are we waiting? What are we doing here? And then I had to have a realization that if you have to have that conversation, let me pull up. If you have to have that conversation or ask if the people that are in your village, if they actually want to be in the village, if they want to be there, that is problematic in itself. And I vowed to myself that was going to, the last time that I had to say something, that was going to be the last time that I had to mention or to take, to mention that it's just like, in order for you to have a village, you have to show up and be a villager. You have to be in the village. You have to be active in the village. When you having those conversations, it's already done deal. I recognize that, and I hope that you do too. LinkedIn Lit Brunch is 51 days away. That's the love it. I feel like when I first started talking to y'all about it, I'm like, we have like 107 days. Now it's 51, and I'm over here like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm excited. I'm excited for the brunch to bring everyone back together. I have to say shout out to my sponsors for the event. And it's a long, long list of the people. And we are coming together to bring you all an amazing event on April 25th. So get your tickets, thebpmediaco.com/LinkedIn Lit Brunch. Don't miss out. And please, y'all don't be up in my inbox. The only promo code that is out, that will be out, is promo code Liddy. Okay? You got to get your ticket. What's up, Clotilde? Hey, sis. You got to get your ticket. Please. It's the only one that we're doing. I ain't got time to be doing the different promo codes. I just want y'all to come out. And we're going to eat good. Y'all going to drink good. I got over 6 different spirit partners. Reed Sensations has drinks that's, I got this one little piece of hair. She's got drinks that are infused with THC. Come on now. We got real things that's going on April 25th. Get in the room. I like to curate a lot of intimate spaces, but things are growing. It's growing. I'm still sitting over here on cloud 9, y'all. I tell you what, my love it this week was also that Monday, I finally had the opportunity, because y'all know I don't live, I don't live in Chicago. I just work and do business a lot in Chicago. But I was finally able to catch the MzMetchi show on Chicago Cable 25. Okay, channel 25. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I sat there because I went into like the little space at work. I poured me up a little something to drink because y'all, we got a fun job. I can sip a little bit, but I I sat there and I saw it on there. And then I think it was, for me, it was the moment of seeing the MzMetchi show like flash on the preview guide. Y'all, it's been a journey. I shot the pilot episode of the MzMetchi show for real, September 2023. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, y'all know, for those that have been watching the Blueprint Live with me, and y'all been, supporters for a long time, 2023 was a crazy year. And it was the MzMetchi show that brought me up out of like the serious funk that I was in, like filming that first pilot and seeing how it could look. I wanted to make sure that it was ready to go. It was broadcast ready. And it has taken a couple years for things to really grow and to come to fruition, but it's here. It's here. Yes, Clotu, it's definitely growing. Clock it. And it's such an exciting time. But I sat there on Monday, and when I saw that, I definitely became emotional. And it's just, I don't know about y'all, but it's finally nice to sometimes just cry a little bit of happy tears. Because I think so many things that's going on around us and in the world, it's a lot of reasons to get up and just be filled with grief and a little bit of sorrow and all of those things. But it's just like when you finally get that moment where you get a solid win and you see the fruits of your labor pay off for you, it's a blessing. So that's the love it for me this week. I'll cap off the other love it here. I put together a wish list. What's up, Auntie Tracy? Hey, girl. I sent out last Friday. I sent out an Amazon wish list. And y'all, let me tell you, I had made a list, and this is for the brunch. I had made a list of people that I would send it to because, and mind you, I don't just be cold begging out here, but these are people that wanted to support. They wanted to, be a part of the Link to Live brunch in some way. And that's the thing. It's like, I'm bringing the people together. I don't need all of the shine. I'm just a facilitator. But I put this list together of the things that were needed to make sure that the Link to Live brunch is going to be an awesome experience. And that wish list sold out in 33 minutes. Every time I ask God, like, I'm just like, God, what do you want me to do? And he gives me an instruction, and I'm just like, are you sure? And he'd be like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then I do it and it works out. It's just, that's the love it. The whole wish list situation, everyone that supported, everyone that believes in what it is that I'm trying to do. And it's just like they're yearning for community. They want their village too. I'm just trying to build us a big village, y'all. So thank y'all for supporting. For everyone that did do the wish list, hold on, because I want to be very, very correct in what I say to you all. So please hold. We have a couple moments. But first off, I want to shout out Obsidian Aura Spa. Okay, shout out to Keyshawn. Shout out to Sky Rose. Shout out to Jay Witt. Shout out to Portia Spencer. Kimberly Lauren, okay, Dee's Butterfly Effect, the Coleman family, my family, okay, everybody. Ebony, the Samantha Jones, honey. Every one of you all that you saw the list, you got stuff off the list. I appreciate you. I am still on an upward battle. Not bad. I can't even say it's a battle, but a journey. So I'm not rich. I do what God tells me to do, and he makes a way. So for everyone that joins forces with me to make a way so that we can create the community that we need for that ongoing support. Because people have supported each other. I threw the first one in May of last year. And that May was a rough month. I listened to my people. My people said, May is busy as hell, MzMetchi. Don't do that to us anymore. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. We're moving it up. I appreciate the feedback. I listen to the people because that's what we're supposed to do. So for everyone that has joined forces, for everyone that purchased off the wish list, for my amazing sponsor, Build That Brand, I cannot wait to see the bags that we've designed that will go out to attendees. I love y'all for real. I thank y'all. You know, when we in a LinkedIn lit season, the hated and love is, I mean, my love is about what it is that I'm doing. I hope that yours is too. Okay. If you got a hated and love it, make sure that you drop it in the comments. When I come back, I have what would you do that I don't know what y'all are gonna think. I'm actually perplexed in terms of with this one because I don't know. It could be something funny. It could not. We'll find out right after this break.
Be sure to shop Pretty Curvy Savage, where style meets comfort, and you can be bold and be fierce. This plus size clothing line is everything that you need in your closet, ladies. So be sure to visit prettycurvysavage.com and use promo code MzMetchi10 for your special discount. Okay, bye. This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MzMetchi in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. And look, y'all, drop those businesses in the comments. What in the yabba dabba do am I over here talking about? Okay, look. Tonight's What Would You Do? Look, I was over here reading it. That's what kind of had me. I was rereading it because I'm like, what are my people going to say? So I'm pouring up. I got some Casadores today. Casadores! Woo! We're having fun tonight. Y'all already know. So we kicked it off with a fire interview, baby. We having some fun. Now, get your drink. Of course, I have mine in my MzMetchi Show shot glass. Merch coming soon. Clock it. Saturday, I gave my wife a 35th birthday party at an event center downtown. Everyone's bringing gifts and all. My boy, since the 8th grade, gave her a card with $500 in it. The next day, I had him to stop by the crib and I gave him his money back. I might be reaching, but I think that's disrespectful. I would never give another man's woman money. He told me I'm overthinking, but he knows how I rock. I would never give his old lady that much money. It's a respect thing. That move left a foul taste in my mouth. He knows that I don't play about my lady. We live by rules and principles, and he knows better out of all folks. My old lady said I embarrassed her. It was a birthday card with $500 and wrote love. It was spelled L-U-V, DJ at the bottom. Answer this for me. Is it acceptable for a man to give his partner's old lady money for her birthday? He could have just gave her $100. That's cool and acceptable, but $500 is excessive. What would you do? I mean, this he didn't put love like romantically. Hey, Cam, what's up, baby? She said, bro, please. Right. I'm like, you finna get back 500. Baby, if you don't give me that card, that man wouldn't have seen that card. Y'all remember when we was kids and the parents would be like, I'll hold on to the money. Like, no, the hell you won't. You're not about to hold on to that. This is the thing. It's her car. It's her car. I would be irritated by that. I mean, $500, I don't care, like, what, you know, like, it's just like, that's what he decided to put in the card. What? Men, if you all are in the comments, is that too much? Because this is the thing. I mean, I feel like, if it ain't tricking if you got it, right? Like, what, I mean, Kiki, what's up, baby? I would have kept it as a blessing. Stop overthinking. To me, that just, it gives like, that's kind of weird. It's not like he gave her $500 for Victoria's Secret. You know what I'm saying? Like it was cold hard cash. It's not like he said, here's 2 trips to Puerto Rico. Like you should take some. Here's some Cardi B concert tickets. It wasn't, to me, I just feel like that. So this is how I grew up. And this is why I'm giving my response. Let's be honest. Growing up for me and my family, again, I can't speak for everyone else, but gift cards and cash were seen as impersonal gifts. Like they were seen as like, it's not very personalized. Like if you want to give someone something, you give them a gift. You'll go out and like you'll purchase something, or you'll get something tangible. So I came up under the premise of, if someone gives you cash or they give you a gift card, it's just kind of like, not I don't take that personally now, because now as an adult, I'm like, yes, cash and gift cards. I don't need you to buy nothing for me. Thank you. I only do that with like a few of my friends, because we actually like listen to each other and we get each other the gifts that we actually like. We listen to our friends like, oh, my friend wanted this particular piece, or she wanted this. Like I already know, because I got the link in our chat, right? Like I know what my friend wants. So, but it's a little bit different. So to me, from my perspective, I would be a little bit irritated if my husband snatched my birthday card that had $500 addressed to me because it was my 35th birthday. That's a monumental, that's a milestone birthday. So typically if somebody is, if they are bankrolling like that, $500 is a drop in the bucket for them. I don't know. I mean, look, I don't know. Cam said maybe his homeboy knows that his guy's not a good dude and he wanted to say sorry for my friend being a bad guy. Oh, Kim. Okay, Kim. I read that in the reverse, but I know what you mean. Yeah. And that's probably why he was mad. He like, you over here to, because that's probably the friend that's been telling him, man, you need to stop doing that stuff to your girl. Y'all know how some of them get down. He talking about he don't play about his old lady. Well, it's just like, didn't seem like she was playing. It seemed like that she was enjoying her 35th birthday, her monumental birthday. Let me tell you this. I've been in a relationship for 15 years, married for 8 coming up next month. Anthony, if you listen, and you already know I don't care, baby. Because let me tell you something about me. I'm a real one. If any one of Anthony's, this damn hair is getting on my nerve. I'm finna pull it. It's a gray. If one of his friends gave me a card with $500, I'm gonna spend it with my man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend it with him. I'll be like, babe, that massages we was talking about? I'm gonna go get a massage. And then I'm like, let's go eat a seafood boil or something. Like, like I'm I have that much respect, right? This, your bestie gave me $500. I'm about to use it. Let's go out. Let's go and do some things. Like that much I understand. But to just take the card and just to give it back because you and your feelings, like what? Did he only gave you $250 or something? Well, he don't buy you gifts. Yep, and he didn't say his wife, so you can't be that serious about your old lady. Come on, clock it. No, he did. He said I gave my wife a 35th birthday party. So it looked like that he does not play about her. But my whole thing is, how does the husband feel about his friend? Because why would that be a problem? Why would it be a problem? Are you not able to give her $500? I don't know. This one, do I think that it's acceptable? This is the difference. I think that it's acceptable because it's a birthday party. It was a monumental birthday. That has been your friend since the 8th grade. So naturally, he probably felt like that he wanted to come with something substantial due to the tenure of the relationship. That's how we would like to think when we don't think that it's anything nefarious that's going on in the background. So we're just talking about the the basics of the situation. It's her 35th birthday. You threw a big party, you know. I mean, and then think about it like this. Look, your friends know all of what goes into some of the things that you do. So if your best friend is sitting in the background and he knows that you done spent bank on this party, boom, I'm gonna throw a little boop 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 because me and mines is coming to eat. We gonna drink, we gonna dance, and we gonna have a good time. You my partner, you my friend, like you my part. You know, this is my partner's spouse. I'm going to come with a nice gift. I think that he's thinking too much into it. And I don't think that there was anything that happened that was unacceptable. It's not like he went and slid her the car on the low, or he done pulled up to your house like, here go $500 for your old lady. It was her 35th birthday party. I mean, Kiki said, I smell jealousy and it shouldn't be an issue, so why blow up? Do he really trust his homeboy? Because let me tell you, again, I've been in a relationship for a long time. So like if my girlfriends, like say if I throw Anthony a party and my girlfriends come with a really nice gift at the time, do y'all wait a minute? Kim is on this live. I got a couple of my friends on this live. Do y'all remember when Anthony was in his Remy Martin phase? Who remembers the Remy Martin thing? We had a whole Remy Martin themed party for this man's birthday. Who remembers that era? Right? So say if I'm just putting an example out there, that one of my friends, knowing how much my husband like loved Remy Martin at the time, so much that we had a themed party. Say if they show up with like a collector's edition of of a Remy Martin, the kind that we were drinking, it's a collector's edition and all this other stuff. Maybe it's like 200-300. You know, I'm just throwing some amounts out there. As his wife, I'm secure enough to know that my friend has clocked the tea in terms of this is his favorite alcohol based off of the fact that we are at a themed party based off of the alcohol that is his favorite. As his wife, I'm not going to be like, you better give that collector's bottle back or whatever, because why she buying you that? Da, 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 da. Well, if my friend is perceptive enough, they're going to pick up on context clues. Okay, we're going to a Remy Martin themed party. I think this man likes Remy Martin. I happen to have the budget and the expenses to purchase something nice as I get ready to head to my best friend's husband's party. I wouldn't even be thinking about it. It would just be more so like, sis, hold this down and make sure it's protected because I'm likely lit up in here. And I don't want to lose this bottle. And I don't want nobody to open it and think that they could take parts in it. This is my man's collective bottle. I'm not thinking, why my friend get him this expensive bottle? Is she doing him? Are they together? Is it something weird? That wouldn't even cross my mind. Because my whole thing is that if you my friend for real, I don't have a problem with you being around my spouse. Like if I have a problem with that, we have bigger issues. We don't need to be around each other in the first place. Kim said, I smell hateration and holleration in the dancery. Sis, okay? It was all in there, baby. He called that man back to the house. Now, after this man and gave your wife the $500 in the car, now you call him back to the house the next day so he didn't use his gas, time, and efforts to come and get the $500 back. You did embarrass your wife. Because if it's her birthday, why doesn't she have the autonomy to say what she wants to do with the stuff? With the car, with the money. Why are you clocking and running somebody else's pocket and worried about what it is that he's contributing? Besides you throwing a party, what was your gift and your contribution? Focus on yourself. So what do I think? I think that it was acceptable given the circumstances, given the event, and given the person. Your wife don't deserve $500? It just wouldn't be a problem for me. I tell you what, I think that we notice with a lot of these, what would you do, that people don't feel very secure in their positions, and it comes out as a form of acting up with others. Could we agree on that? Let me take my shot real quick. Cheers. But I felt like even his response that he wrote inside of the card, he put LUV DJ at the bottom. Now, for me, I'm not gonna lie. My friends, that they, their significant others and all that other stuff. We haven't had too many situations where we've had to like buy gifts for their significant others. Because me and my girls, I don't know, any little extra funds that we have after we exchange gifts, we use it to go and get Parmesan crusted steak at Longhorn. Like we go and do fun things. So we don't buy each other's spouses stuff. We just focus more on our relationships. But if they were to throw a party for their significant other, we're absolutely coming with a gift. Sounds like this friend might be single, because the only way that it would have worked or that it wouldn't have been a problem is, say, if the friend had an old lady or an old man. Clock it. You never know. We listen and we don't judge. But if it was signed, the friend and whoever his significant other is, then it would have been acceptable. But the simple fact that it was your friend and he had it like that and he just came and dropped the $500, that was a problem. I think that it was a lot of hateration and holleration too, because he was probably like, I can't do that. Kim said, love is impersonal, so it's okay. Now, if he said love always and forever, DJ, then feel away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, sis. Like, to me, there was nothing about that. And I know that you all are just coming on. So tonight's What Would You Do? Because I see y'all trickling in and out. But tonight's What Would You Do? The man threw his wife a 35th birthday party. His best friend from 8th grade showed up with a card with $500 in it that was signed Love, LUV, DJ at the bottom. And he called his friend back the following day to give the money back to him. He thought that it was completely unacceptable and just was trying to get some responses in terms of, is that something that other people would be okay with? For me, any money that goes to my spouse will always benefit this house. Can we say it again? Can we say it again? Any money that goes to my spouse is going to benefit the house. The same way that anything that goes to me is going to benefit my house. It's mutually beneficial. Now, I may have had a conversation like, hey, you came over here and dropped a bankroll in here. Is that cool? Like, are you okay with that? Because you may have to do all of that. It could have been like a light conversation, but to give it back? Insane. To me, giving back a gift, that's a little bit insulting. Am I right? David said he was jealous. Come on now, look, y'all. And y'all know David is a married man. David is married, so he is talking. He is talking from that perspective. He was jealous. He was jealous. She probably lit up. She probably opened that card like, me and the girls are going to brunch this weekend. Because that's what I would be thinking. I'm not thinking like, oh yeah, I'm finna use this and go and do something nefarious, honey. I'm taking this $500 and I'm about to do some bad things. We don't think like that. We're just girls. We just want to be able to go and get pedicures. And like I said, did y'all, somebody Parmesan crusted a margarita at the Longhorn. It ticked me off a little bit. But we like to do things like that. That's what when we get extra funds, we be thinking about how can we turn up the experiences that we already having. Ain't nobody thinking about doing nothing crazy to you. It's not like he got her, $500 at Lover's Lane. Okay? Adam and Eve and all the other sex shops. Lion's Den. I mean, do we need to go down the list? He didn't do that. He gave her cash. Cash is impersonal. I don't even like when people send me Zelles and don't let me know what it is. What is this for? What is this for? Okay, I mean, who is this for? I don't know. Y'all are confusing me. I'm getting confused. I need to know. So cash is not a problem. David said that's $500. Exactly. When I tell you that me and my man, like, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not for domestic violence or anything like that. Let me be clear. Let me get serious. Let me get my serious face. But I would have been ready to rumble. Cause give me my birthday card back. Like, whose birthday is it? Why are you over here trying to govern my birthday? Would have been my question. Girl, and see, we should have discussed the plan for the wife, because it's like, girl, you better go and get you some little fake $100 bills. Go get them from the dollar store and swap it out, and get your 500, sis. You deserve it, especially if you're dealing with a petty man like that has some feelings towards his best friend. I agree. His friend was being thoughtful. To me, 500 for your 35th birthday, a steal. Y'all, this one, I don't think that it was unacceptable. Unpopular opinion. I think that it was on target for the type of event and for the milestone moment. Boo. He should have just did like 350 or something. It would have made sense. I don't know. But look, on the flip side, now let's be real, because sometimes people be playing in people's faces. Everybody's been there. What if they are doing something? And he like was trying to like make it look like it wasn't that, like, boo. Because for me, don't give me no money without it being justified. This was a justified reason as far as I'm concerned. But like, I'm not going to have someone of the opposite sex as a married person sending money without there being a justifiable reason. It has to, you have to, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when you use the notes for when you send money. Because who this for? Because if I looked at my man's deal and it's just like, yeah, why are you sending Anthony $500? Like, it's gonna raise some suspicions. But if it's Anthony's birthday and it's just like, girl, I couldn't get no card, I'm finna Zelle for the birthday. Me and my friends gonna talk about that stuff. Like, me and my friends are gonna be like, oh, yeah, girl, well, just here go his Zelle. Do what you gotta do. Here go my Zelle. Send it to me. I get it over to him, sis. But no, I'm for me, I just feel secure and comfortable enough where it's like, I'm not gonna, if I'm calling you my friend, not just like an associate, not just friendly on some like, oh yeah, we know each other from the community, but like, you're my hardcore friend, you my day one, I am not worried about whatever. Well, first off, it's like, if you got it, it's just like, wait a minute, girl. Because if I found my friend loading the card, I'd be like, look, put 200 to the side. We going to brunch tomorrow. We going to brunch. I don't screw that. But I wouldn't just like let my husband receive the $500 from a friend and then take it back and then return it to sender. That would be a problem. He need to get over that. David, I couldn't agree more. And still, she still should have took it, no matter how mad he is. Yeah, that would have been one of those moments where it's like I would have had to stand on business. Like that's 500. Like for me, I'm gonna break it down for me. Like let's talk bills, because who like to talk bills? That's my car note. That's my car note. I want a free month. That's ComEd, Nicor, Aqua America, the disposal people, and maybe a piece of the phone bill. Let's talk about $500. Like, break down $500. Because I know y'all understand bills like me. Me and my husband would give me that car back. I'm going to need that. I got to have that. Are you insane? Kim said the lights and gas, honey. Come on now, for real. That's a few couple tanks. Okay? That's a night out at sushi with Sushi San, 2 drinks, an appetizer, and a meal. This one is not unacceptable, sir. You tweaked on your best friend and you showed your hand that you really is, you might have a little bit of insecurity or some hateration or holleration for your friend. Fix that. After this break, we're going to hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. Groceries too. That is groceries. That might be a few weeks of groceries 2 times from Aldi's, or one like Pete's Fresh Market or Walmart run, and dinner that night. Me and my husband would have had to fight, baby. Give me my money back and stop playing with me. Right after this break, we're going to hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MzMetchi in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Let's get into time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Of course, make sure that you get your tickets to the Linked and Lit Brunch. The next one is April 25th. Boom. I'm over here trying to catch my breath. Jeez. I think that shot hit me a little harder. Now, moving forward with tonight, what's happening, what's up. For those in the Chicagoland area, did y'all hear about those sting of burglaries where they were going in with sledgehammers, knocking through the slot cafes? Child, it's ghetto. Why? They have a video of them in there wrecking shop. Like, they went in that cafe. These suspects, they went in like it was a rage room, trying to get these machines open to get cash out of. Y'all got to stop doing that. Moving along. Now, did y'all hear? This story was interesting to me. So I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. Where my Jurassic Park people at? Hey, I'm here with y'all. I've watched all the franchises. Well, Jack Horner, he's a paleontologist known for consulting on the Jurassic Park movies. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Excuse me. So he's known as a consultant for Jurassic Park. Child, he just recently left his position at the Chapman University because his name appeared in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Clock it. You notice a lot of people are stepping down and stepping away from their post. Now, we got a lot of things to get into for tonight's Let's Catch Up, including the war that is going on right now. We're literally living in it. But, child, he had to step away. And I'm like, you are a paleontologist. What are you doing hanging out with those people? You're supposed to be studying stuff and helping us connect with history. You needed to walk away. Okay, so look, I was really, really happy. Y'all know we talked about Pam Bondi, if not last week, the week before on the show, right? We've been talking about her and the foolishness, honey, because this ain't nothing but foolishness. Child, the House they're finally making her appear to answer questions about the files. She is about to take them on a run. She's not about to answer any questions. I don't know. Kiki said, I hope Trump stepped down. He got us into something that's not our business. We are literally this war. Kiki, I'm going to come back to that comment. I'm going to come back to that comment for tonight's Let's Catch Up for our topic, because there is so much that we do not see. And I want to give you all, I'm going to get my phone here. I want to give you all a few resources of where to really check to get the real news about what the heck is happening out here, because they are streamlining and dumbing down a lot of the things that are taking place. So many people have lost their lives. They reported 6 soldiers, and there's been over 1,000 U.S. casualties overseas. It's not a game. People are trapped where they are. Don't even get me started. Moving along. Did y'all hear about Stephon Diggs, honey? He got released from the Patriots. I mean, you talk about somebody having a rough first quarter. You done lost the Super Bowl. Cardi B. And when I tell you, I cannot wait until March 21st to see her shake that ass at the United Center. I can't wait. Okay. I identify as heterosexual, but I have been seeing them videos and Cardi B is shaking that ass everywhere. I can't wait to see it live. My eyes are going to be glued to the screen. I don't understand how they make it move like that. She didn't tap back into her old nighttime ballerina days. She on the pole in the videos. I'm ecstatic. But he lost Cardi B. I went on a tangent. And then now he's being released from the Patriots. And I'm not a big sports fan, but I'll tell you what, the Patriots, they've been making some noise. They've been making noise. Sad day for him. Jeez Louise. He's going through it, honey. He is going through it. Now, did you all hear? Y'all remember Savannah Guthrie and her mom who was abducted in Arizona? She is expected to make a full return to her show full time. In light of everything. And, people were giving a lot of, they were giving a lot of grief. Like, how can you go back and your mom is gone? But do y'all recognize the times and the economy that we are living in right now? We have to go to work. Nobody if we could sit around and not do anything, that would be great. We have to go to work. Yeah. David, if they doing that, then they should be immediately jailed. Nothing says guilty like hiding. 100%. 100%, David. He said, ouch, I'm shocked he lost the Super Bowl. That was a rough game. I don't get into sports like that, but I do, once they get to like the championship. So I like the playoffs and I like the Super Bowl. Let me know who gets there. I don't like watching the road to get there. But I watched that game. That was a rough one. Kiki said shaking her ass and falling too. She said her ass too heavy for her. Yeah, I did see her falling on a few of them. She has been on her feet for the last few. Megan Thee Stallion came out in Houston. They was trying to say that the girlies was beefing. I'm like, they not beefing. Leave them alone. David said, I called it. Stephon Diggs lost his job and his girl. You did. David, I'm going to go back and find the comments because you absolutely did say like, yeah, he about to lose everything. I'm like, yeah, he is. He is. Now, did you all see that video? I was really, really saddened to see this video. But there was a U.S. Marine protester that he spoke out recently at the Senate office building this Wednesday. So they didn't like what he was saying. So, U.S. Capitol police officers, they went to grab him to restrain him and get him out the room. Y'all, they broke his arm because his arm got jammed in between the door. And then you could hear when it broke. And lately, the news stories that have gone out is like that the Capitol officers that they were treated for injuries when they were the ones that was roughing this man up. And then, I won't play the video on here because I don't want them to take my video down, but it was pretty brutal for no reason. But they are steady focused on the Capitol police officers and not this U.S. Marine that was speaking out. I need y'all to clock that. Now, some more news that I didn't like to hear about. Y'all, they didn't arrested Britney Spears for a DUI. God dog it. Our girl was doing good. Y'all need to let Britney Spears live. Leave her alone. Leave her alone, please. I'm tired of y'all messing with Britney Spears. She's been through enough. Y'all got to leave people alone. Please. Let's see. David said release him, then sign him back for a cheaper price. They probably not going to do that. The Bears got room for Stephon. Look, we don't need none of that foolishness in Chicago. No. We absolutely rebuke that, David. We rebuke that. Y'all keep a prayer out for Britney Spears. I just feel like she done just been through a lot. Now, I don't mean to tell y'all this, but y'all know that I have to tell you what's happening, what's up in the streets. There is a circulating polio virus that's going around. It's popular in destinations like Germany, Spain, and the United Kingdom. Just keep it on the alert. I'm not even going to go too much into that. That's sad as hell. Kiki, Jesse Jackson and his 6 funeral services he had having it tomorrow in Chicago. Yeah, I've been keeping up with that. And y'all know that's a big loss for the community. So, prayers going out to the Jackson family for sure. I mean, a lot of people are going, so we just have to live our lives and cherish today. When I come back, we're going to hop into our Let's Chat real quick. We're going to be in and be out. Y'all already know how we do right after this break.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MzMetchi in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it. Now, we briefly touched a little bit on the fact that, honey, it's a war going on actively right now. Right now. And for tonight's topic, I did not know how to narrow down everything that it is that we've been experiencing. I haven't been able to, but hold on. I see David's comment over here. I don't want to ignore that. I honestly feel bad for Brittany. It's hard to go through things privately. I couldn't imagine going through a mental health and possible addiction issues publicly. I hope Brittany gets the help she needs. But knowing Brittany, she probably won't receive help. Yeah, you know what? It's she's certainly been through a lot of things, and I think that with the times that we're in, that does not help situations like that, right? Like it just doesn't help. So definitely going to be praying for her. I hope she get up out this jam and gets the help that she needs. So, you have to send a prayer up. I don't care if you black, white, Puerto Rican. Hey, I don't care. We all deserve to just have a good life and be safe and be happy and be content and be able to just do whatever it is that we're called to do without all the hoopla. So I definitely be thinking about, I thought I saw that and I was like, dang, she done been through it. She has been through it. Now, as far as what happened in the world, you all know that the U.S. and Israel, they began major military strikes on February 28th.
targeting the military and different nuclear related sites. Like they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do, y'all. It's these operations have taken the lives of many, and I touched on it a little bit with what's happening, what's up. But what is being reported here in the US is not the true depiction of the horrors that are actually going on overseas. And it's been really crazy seeing the vast difference. And I know that you all are like, we're not supposed to get news or get different things from social media. But I'll tell you this. Y'all know why everybody was so sad when TikTok was about to go away. They weren't sad because they like to aimlessly scroll. I have connected with so many different people, be it in the city, in my neighborhood where I live, in the Chicagoland area, in other parts of the US, as well as overseas. Like one of my favorite girlies, my makeup girl, love her. She's from Ghana. We literally locked in with each other. It's probably been about 2-3 years now. These are my people. But we get to see what life is like across the waters. We get to see that. And right now, that's so important because what our media is showing us and reporting to us is not the actual picture of what's taking place. They are bombing our US military spaces. US and Israel is bombing schools and those types of, and then I'm like, y'all went over there and messed with those people during Ramadan? We have really gotten into some deep things this time. Honey, they threw up the red flag of revenge. I need y'all to know that this is what's been going on. Our media is not going to show us this because they don't want to cause panic or melee. And when I tell you, look, I was up that night when it happened. I was up. I just happened to be scrolling and I came across CNN and I thought my mind was playing tricks on me. I was up. I was like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, I knew I had a little cocktail. I was like, wait a minute, is this real? Like they really, the US and Israel, they striked? And they did. They had done it. Y'all, some scary times. They are sinking ships over there. They did that stuff overnight while you were sleeping. But let me tell you something about Iran. By the time we woke up that morning, they had already started letting the choppers sing. But see, the people in the community are the ones that's paying for it. Now we're here in the Chicagoland. So, just had a security meeting. We have to worry about sleeper cells and all of these other things. That's a whole different topic. We can't even go into that tonight. That's its own topic. That needs its own show. It's heartbreaking. David, I love TikTok. Yes, they sure did. Yeah, they did. Kiki, at this point, we need to be prayed up and call on Jesus because this man gonna get us killed. Yeah. I tell you what, I work in a very centralized part where not only are we close to Trump Tower, but we're also close to John Hancock, as well as not too far. You can see the Willis Tower. So if chaos, calamity, or confusion sinks in and I am there, I'm terrified. Anthony joining there. What's up? He said Epstein is from Israel. Let that sink in. Hey, Anthony, another thing that I learned, and it's got me perplexed. So, baby, look, we watch Zeus. I'm sorry for anyone that's going to be offended. Yes, I watch Ratchet television, so I stand by that I watched it up until this point. But last night I ended up learning that Lemmy, the guy that is the CEO, his father is from Israel too. And it's been some themes and some stuff as far as with that, and like the exploitation of things, and like all of this stuff. It's very scary to think about how a lot of these things are interconnected. How this has impacted us on the home front in the US is that we're already starting to see a rise in oil prices. So like I went to go and get gas where it was $2.86 one day, and then now it's $3.26. Like, what? How did we get here? And this was just a few hours ago. You all are seeing it as far as with groceries. They have shut down ports that are used internationally. Like, they are not playing any games with us. He started that war without congressional approval, which is sad to me, because it's just like, you know what? Where is Congress? Can somebody talk? Can we talk about it? I don't know all of that with politics. I'm not acting, but somebody, I'm like, can't we stop this? And Anthony, since you are on this live with me tonight, I want you to put that movie that we watched where the president tried to stage a coup. Like, I need you to do that for me, please. We watched it. Kiki said Trump is doing this because the mid-election is coming up, and as long as it's war, he can remain in office. Yep. Yeah. And it's like they see the ploy, but it's just like no one is stopping it. I've been watching a lot of the congressional hearings with people. They just got rid of Kristi Noem too, because she was a mess. You could tell she was just up there just reading the script. I'm like, baby, do you have a mind of your own? Civil War. Yep. I'm gonna say this. Y'all better stay on top of your licensing, your identification. And you know what's so crazy? We're being terrorized as United States citizens from the inside. A lot of people want to flee. People may want to get out if things turn up and all that other stuff. And I want y'all to remember that, especially my folks that didn't want people to come here to flee from some of the things that we are seeing, the circumstances that we are seeing, bombs and things going off that we are seeing, that we, they wanted to cut off TikTok because TikTok cut off a lot of access for you seeing the things that would not be broadcasted to you otherwise. Think about it. Think about it. From you all's perspective, do you feel like that the media on our side is showing everything that you need to see? Yeah. David said it's $2.30 to $3 here for gas in Texas. Yeah, we're already at $3 and more. I'm glad Kristi Noem is gone. Me too. David said she thought Trump was her boy. They basically just like moved her around though. She didn't get officially fired. And Trump took back his endorsement from her too. Yeah, it's like the fact that people go in trusting this man blindly. I can't wait to his press secretary until she is removed. She is insufferable. Insufferable. I'm like, you don't have to be nasty to the reporters. Like, it's no need for none of that. Why are you acting like that with them? That's horrible. And they do it anyway. Y'all keep your head on the swivel. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what's gonna go on. I hope everything be safe, because I do still want to go to the Cardi B concert. I was very serious about seeing her shake that ass on the 21st. But I do hope that everything is safe and that we're able to do this, because they didn't set some things off. I need y'all to understand. What's up, Si? Hey, girl. What's up, Miss Monroe? Hey, baby. What's up? Is that he boy now? Is that he boy now? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, friend. Talk to me. Talk to me about that. But look, it's a lot of things. I just wanted to really touch on this, just to remind y'all that we have to come together. We don't know what's coming. They've been getting online every day overseas saying that they like, we coming to get y'all ass. That's what they've been doing. These are real things, and I'm giving it to you in layman's terms. And I know we talking and all this other stuff, but things might actually get a little bit crazy. Be prepared. Be prepared. Go, if you need ammo, whatever it is that you feel like you need, get it together. I hate the fact that Jasmine Crockett lost, but I love the fact that her opponent that she had, although he secured the seat for the U.S. Senate out of Texas, he is committed to working with her to make sure that they can look out for the people. This is the time where we have to come together for real. It's important. It is necessary at this point because, baby, we are in some things right now. That's just what I want to catch up with y'all about. After this break, we're going to close out with tonight's quote of the night. Be right back.
This ain't your average event. It's an experience. Join us April 25th. It's going down for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch Spring and Summer Edition 2026, where real connections and real conversations and real opportunities are happening. Come and enjoy the food, vendors, spirits, as well as the entertainment by our very own DJ MzMetchi in the heart of downtown on Michigan Avenue. Definitely would love to see you. Get those tickets at thebpmediaco.com. Okay. Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi, and we are about to close out with the quote of the night. What y'all talking about over here? They know where he's at. Go get him. We the people approve. Leave us out. Leave us out. Leave us out. David said he didn't like Jasmine Crockett's ads in Texas. David, if you got a link to them, inbox me those. I'd love to see them. I know what I saw on like social media and everything, but if it's some other ones that were running locally, I'm very interested in those. I don't know. I like marketing stuff, but let's see. Anthony, Israel has a lot of dirt on us. Hire us. That's why no arrests have been made in the U.S. Me and Anthony, y'all know. Look, we got our little conspiracy theorists and stuff we be talking over here. But yeah, look, it's Women's History Month, so this particular quote is for the girls. Girl to girl, there'll be a time when you'll have to pick between being liked and being respected. It's really important you choose respect. Choose yourself. The right people will love you for your boundaries, your sense of self-preservation, and your high self-esteem, while the wrong ones will remove themselves. Let them. That was from Joan. Her @ on Twitter is Bucio__Joan. A word. Okay? Always choose respect. I know personally that I've been in some situations where it's just like, do we want to be this or this? And in full transparency, there was a time in my life where it was just like I would teeter in between the two. But as I got older, as situations unfolded and as life happened, choosing respect will always be the number one choice. So I encourage you, it's Women's History Month. Ladies, we are dope in our own way. We are so multifaceted. We are everything. There would be nothing, no life, no little people walking around without the power of woman. So I hope that wherever you are, ladies, that you are sitting down, your feet kicked up, you are relaxing after a long day, because as women, we do so much on a day-to-day basis. But when it comes down to that pivotal choice of being liked or respected, always choose the respect. On the home base, at work, and your interpersonal relationships, choose that. And if you feel like that it's a moment where you like, I don't know, that hesitation means that you need to choose it a little bit harder. Okay? I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me tonight. And of course, thank my very special guest, Crypto Dex. If y'all like the song that I opened up with tonight, that was Cartier Lens by Crypto Dex. It's available on all platforms. And you know what? I really, really love what him and his conglomerate of friends are doing as far as just creating that generational wealth for themselves and putting themselves on. No one is coming to save you. Okay. So we have to bind together. I talked earlier in the tonight's Hate It and Love It about having a village and being a good villager. Okay. And Crypto Dex and his camp were the perfect example of that. So shout out to the swim team, honey. Shout out to them. If you haven't, dropped those businesses in the comments. I'd love to connect with you and figure out what you have going on. Make sure that you all are following the Blueprint Media Company and MzMetchi on all platforms. Remember, I will follow you back. And of course, get your tickets to the next Linked and Lit brunch. It's going down April 25th, and tickets are available at the bpmediacode.com/linked and lit brunch. If you use promo code LITTY, you will find a nice little discount at checkout. And of course, shout out to my amazing sponsors who helped me make it all happen. Live Long Health, Copajn Vodka, Pretty Curvy Savage, Prayers Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. Remember, after tonight's broadcast, everyone will be hyperlinked. So please just take a moment to go and follow them, subscribe to their channels, and support where you can. I love y'all and good night. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into the Blueprint Live. I'm your girl, MzMetchi. Make sure that you're following me on all platforms at MzMetchi and at the BP Media Co. See y'all next week. Okay, bye.